Hello, my name is Alexander Morari, and I'm the founder of ITKeyMedia. This is our podcast about Central and Eastern European startups that are in pre-series A stage. And today's guest is Daniel Nicolae, the co-founder of Innoship. This is an advanced multi-carrier shipping software to scale up retail businesses of any scale, you could say. Bună seara, Daniel.
Bună seara, Alex. Thank you very much for the invitation.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So you are based now in Bucharest, I understand. And in one of the articles, by the way, on our website, ITKeyMedia, ITKey.media, you said that your product and your approach is basically not SaaS, but should I say PaaS, partnership as a service? This is something I understand, created yourself. I haven't heard this before. If you could, as a matter of, as a kind of an introduction into the product and platform, if you could maybe share what you mean by partnership as a service.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, you are right. We are based in Romania today. We are a team of 70 members in this moment, and that we build the most of the best technology to be used by medium and high volume retailers when it comes to the management of last mile deliveries. So there are a couple of solutions to be used by small and medium businesses. There are a couple of technologies, and even they need business solutions. Sometimes prices for shipping, sometimes other type of services. But when it comes to another type of customer, enterprise customers, the one which are already managing high volume businesses, and they are even more fixed in the way they are operating the business, they don't need only to digitalize some processes, they even need to have intelligence in the way of doing that. And this is what exactly we are providing to them. So we are coming as a partner. We are saying as a partner because as a team, as a founding team, we are coming with a lot of business know-how on top of our technology. With our business, with the last 15 years in our business and professional experience, we understood what are the challenges, and we are coming now with our technology, with our know-how, and the way we are helping retailers to manage better the last mile deliveries, understanding the whole data gathered into the platform. To call it in another way, think about a community like Facebook community and another social platform community. All the data provided there is making the community even bigger and increase the value of the community. We are taking the whole data from all of our customers, profiling the data, understanding how the data can be used later on by each member of the community to be in a proper decision later on. So Innoship, it's a technology related to the last mile delivery management. We are providing to those companies, medium and high volume retailers, the chance to orchestrate their existing contract with carriers. They need to sign contract with carriers. They need to negotiate contract with carriers. But when it comes to the intelligence to understand which is the best carrier for each delivery and how they should judge which is the best carrier, even if they are managing thousands of deliveries per day or hundreds of deliveries per day, if they can share the same pool of over 100,000 deliveries per day from all of our customers today, they have the unique opportunity to decide and to use intelligence and to use data in a big, massive way for everyday business decision.
And what's interesting as well, I understand that as a high volume retailer, my company can utilize your actionable insights that you are gathering about activities and effectiveness of a carrier for specific product goods, like a large size furniture, for example, or frozen goods and so on. You can provide this information that is gathered through, from interactions with other retailers, including my competition, right?
Exactly, but when we are not looking to each individual retailer. We are looking and we are measuring the performance by industry at the lowest level. We are gathering
category of products,
data.
I understand. Yeah, exactly. Category of goods and so on, yeah.
Exactly. The idea is we are helping those type of players to not to run their business still in a silos, as it was called many times. So only big players like the big marketplaces in each region, they have such big volume and such big business that they can have that intelligence to understand how carriers are performing, how their sellers in their marketplaces selling multiple other products are performing with the carriers, and later on has insights about maybe if they will add in their core portfolio product a new range of products which are somehow specialized for another type of delivery companies, they will get the insights from the sellers and understand which are the best carriers to use it afterwards. So only the big marketplaces has that unique opportunity to understand how the carriers are performing, which are the best carriers to ask to work with, and later on to put it to the work. Now, what's happening with the rest of retailers? How they can have that intelligence? Only by having a middleman, someone which is offering the service to everyone, getting the data, profiling the data, and letting every member of the community to have insights, even for their all traditionally and day by day for long time partners for main products. But when it comes to diversify the range of products, to manage business in multiple other markets, you know that a lot of retailers, even e-commerce retailers, they decided to sell their products to multiple other markets. Up from 2020, it was a boom in terms of that international expansion. Which is the best carrier to deliver in one specific country or another one, and so on. And this question starts to raise it every time when you think about an international growth and put another pressure on your operational team to answer properly to such challenge. Why we should add new challenges for our people instead of using data and using technology to respond back to that, to give us insights and let technology indicate which is the best option later on. So this is what we are doing. We are deeply looking to this part of data gather, understanding of quality. When we are discussing about quality, we are not just discussing about one-time delivery. We are looking to return rate. We are looking to the number of days to deliver. We are looking to cash on delivery performance, getting back to the retailers the money, and how many days from the moment when the carrier are getting the money from the consumer are giving the money back to the retailer, because that has a real impact in the cash flow. Mm-hmm. So all those data are quite the deep of what we are providing later on to our customers. As we are invoicing our customer to fee per transaction, is volume-based pricing, but more than that, we call it a partner. And what was happening exactly 1 month ago in Ukraine proved it exactly that if a couple of industries and a couple of verticals in e-commerce are now suffering, let's say, they are facing decrease in terms of volumes, even Innoship is decreasing the revenue according to them, because we are invoicing our customer to fee per transaction. But this is fine for us. This is the way we are calling a partnership program and partnership with them, because at the end of the day, when they are raising and they are growing, we are happy with that. When they have challenges, even we need to support them and to still keep our promise not to invoice at a minimum value, which is still putting more pressure on our customer shoulders. So we believe in providing technology to create deeper value and to transform the pricing for this technology in something which is always adjusted to our customers' growth or even decline from time to time.
Mm-hmm. Daniel, who are the key stakeholders on the platform? So retail chains or retailers, I understand, carriers. Who else is using or is part of the?
Our customers, our customers are the retailers. So we don't have any partnership. We don't have any contract with carriers. We are using the APIs of the carriers on behind of the retailers. So our customers are the retailers. When it comes to the what type of retailers, we are serving any vertical of e-commerce businesses, even B2B businesses. I'll give you an example. It was even a surprise for us in the beginning of our journey. B2B distributors for dental equipment, the type of products that they need to deliver every day to the dental clinics. It's a huge chain of points of clinics, and there are B2B providers which are providing raw materials to that clinics every day with specific.
Interesting. So maybe you would be able also to provide or to work with chains of barbers or like hair.
Even like that, Exactly. This
Because
is
they are
another.
using professional, they are using professional, I mean, equipment and how to say, products and accessories and so on.
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly.
Cool,
And another type of customer for us, it's a C2C platform like OLX, because
OLX,
they
yes.
exactly they are focused to offer an amazing shipping experience for their consumers, for their traders in the market. Yeah, they need to have their platform integrated with as many carriers as possible to offer the best experience in the way of ordering a carrier and offering for all markets where they are present multiple options. And from last year, OLX in Romania started to work with us and integrated new options, new delivery services, new providers. Last month, we started in Bulgaria, and soon we'll be in Portugal. So this is another type of customer for us. Someone which is specialized in technology, someone which is building a product for consumers, which are letting customers and consumers to exchange products in between. But when it comes to delivery and the experience for the delivery, they are putting a lot of pressure, they are putting a lot of effort to make it as smooth as possible with partners like us, which will give them access to any carrier appear in the market, which can even offer quality to their consumers.
A couple of questions out of curiosity.
Sure.
With OLX, you are working as a white label, or they are joining the platform and you have all your, graphical and logo representation for OLX clients, or is it white label?
For all of our customers, our technology is in the back of their interfaces. So you'll not see Innoship as a technology provider in any front experience with them. What we are doing, and we are helping our customers to create post-sales experience communication through email or SMS or any other channel. And for our customer has the right even to keep that is powered by Innoship or to remove it as for us it's perfectly fine in the both ways. So we can be in a way in front of the consumers, but mainly we are providing technology which is used later on for our customers in their front interface with the consumers.
Just as I said, mid and high volume retailers. And would you agree that for mid high volume consumers, the further away you put your logo and your ambition and your ego as a service provider, the easier it is to sell to them?
Yes, you are right. You are right. When we started to implement our post purchase module with communication and to use our power, let's say branding power next to our customers' logos and communication, help us to increase and to create a curiosity for a couple of them and to look at further what we are doing. To be honest, the best reference is the customer reference, the retailers. In a way or another, in any market, they are talking together, they are sharing experiences, they are part of different conferences, and they are even sometimes so proud of what they discovered and what they implemented in order to manage another phase of their business grow. So we gather, I think, a lot leads coming from even our customer, which are there. They are our ambassadors. We are so proud of the fact that they recommend us to others, and this is putting pressure on us to continue deliver good quality of service to make every of our customer happy with that.
Let me just maybe unveil the curtain of your client base, and yes. I know this from previous interactions as well. So you have been working already with Leroy Merlin, Yves Rocher, OLX you mentioned, Nespresso, Kercher, FM Logistic. Even from this list, excluding OLX, which was the most difficult to get into cooperation with?
We don't have, I think the difficulty is not about the technology to be used or to convince. Sometimes is the
Let me guess, it's about decision-making process, because it's big enterprise. And with French companies, very often it's centralized decision, right? So how many times did you go to France?
Exactly, exactly. I've been working for Orange, a French company, for all of my whole supply chain experience, so I know how that the culture works in their side. Um, Sometimes even the decision makers of the entity where we are selling the product and the service now are taking the decision in a certain acceptable time. Now we can be in another position to have other members of the team, of the group team, which are making assessment on security, on GDPR, on other internal policies and so on, which represents long time of approval for all the rest of the, let's say, stuff, which is not already, which is coming just on top of the decision of the owner, of the buyer persona. So this is which is making difficult sometimes Innoship to generate revenue as soon as we sign the contract with our customer.
Yeah.
Or we have the approval, we have the confirmation of the buyer persona targeted that everything is fine, we'll go further. From time to time, even we are facing challenges in terms of implementation at the customer, in our customer end, due to the fact that they have a centralized IT team in one place, no matter where it's placed. And we need to wait up to the moment when our project is on top of the priorities. But, it's part of the life. We are coming from the corporate world, all the co-founders. We do understand that challenges. We cannot complain about the fact that it's taking time. We need to manage the process of selling such technology as a young company to big brands. These are our customers. These are well-established businesses. We need to go through that. Every new customer which is signing this perspective, it's another proof of the fact that if we sign with them, that means from perspective of security, GDPR, from perspective of any other challenges, we pass that process and we are okay. We are fine with that. And the rest of the customers are coming and are looking to us in a more secure and trusted partner for going further as soon we have those customers next to us convincing in such short time.
The good thing of selling to large enterprises is that, especially in the same cohort, in the same space, right? Yes. Landscape, kind of like retailers, is that as soon as you pass the credibility test, the compliance test, the technical compatibility test, and so on with one, all the companies in this similar sector, like DIY retailers, right? I think instead of spending with them 100% of this road, you can already go down to 50 or so on, because lots of regulations or lots of internal procedures are copy-pasted very often or uniform in the specific sector. But anyways, you know what? This is important also because you have to go through this difficult process, but it's good for you as well because there's a barrier of entry for anybody else.
Exactly.
And once you are in a big corpo, it's very difficult to kick you out unless you do something really, really wrong, right?
And our focus is to understand our customers' needs, which are changing, and the challenges they have. So to use even the data and the intelligence we are creating for them even in a second phase of the opportunity, which is for us. By having such pool of customers, no matter which is the revenue coming out of them, it's always for startups a challenge, the revenue generated, the MRR, and all those stuff. But in the same time, is the idea of having such pool of customers always is the question, what you can even do more and get out of it from our customer, which is really valuable for them, for what's next in their way of managing the e-commerce businesses. And from this perspective, this is really, really important for us. So even today, we made our efforts to pass the process up to now. Now we are looking and trying to understand and making meetings and discussion in between us, the founders, with all the experience and understanding what we can do more for our customer, which is really important. This was the reason for why we implemented the post-purchase experience and post-purchase module. It was not designed in the beginning, and it was not on the top of the priorities, even in our side when we were thinking about the roadmap of our product. It was asked by the customers as soon they had such solution already, but it was in another system and it was not in real time. And they said, guys, it makes sense for you to provide us such option, such mechanism. And we change our priorities. Later on, about insuring the product. It's difficult to manage insurance from multiple players, from multiple type of products. And do you believe, and with my experience at Orange with the handset insurance and working with a broker like Marsh from US and understanding how such product of insurance is built and is designed, we build such product with them, with an insurer in Romania. And today Innoship is able to offer for a really good price to all e-commerce businesses, which are part of our community, and an insurance for the shipping, during the shipping, better than what they have today. This is what startups are doing, are shaking a little bit the market, understanding the challenges, taking the experience from the back of the founders with their corporate world, and understanding that quickly we can design and we can create a product. Quickly means half a year. But comparing to, because we are as well working with big brands, with big companies like Marsh, Nicolae, and others, insurers. So we need to have time and we need to wait for it, but still developing as fast as possible such new service. And we'll continue. We have already in our roadmap new things which are coming and inside coming from our customers.
Yeah. So I understand it's like the classical go-to-market strategy, MVP, and then you get deeper into a client's mind and their business, and then they trust you. You trust that you can spend more effort on this client, and they ask for more features, and then you find other clients that need the same additional feature, and here you are, a great global company. 10 years later, or maybe sooner, of course. Daniel, you also said that you have very extremely user-friendly visual interface, you say?
Yes.
And I think this is the right moment, right, to try and switch into the product itself and see from the inside.
Yeah, absolutely. So I just share the way you as a retailer will see our product, and you'll see to how your performance in a simple dashboard looks like for your partners, no matter where is the region. So if you are a retailer which you are operating in multiple markets, you will see quickly which is the performance of your markets in terms of on-time delivery, the colors you can design, what exactly each color could mean for you. You can even drip down and go to any region where you are operating, and you see what's the performance of all your partners at each administrative level. So this is really powerful for all of our customers, that they can even have such consolidated view of their markets where they are operating, where the things are going well, where they have problems, challenges, and later on look at every region to see what's happening there.
Okay. Can you zoom out a little bit, please?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what do we see? Yeah. What do we see here? This is your active coverage right now, including Germany, Poland.
No, it's just a customer. It's an image of a test customer, or let's say for us, it's designed this account specific for test. And for presentation is the way we are explaining our products to our customers. It's a selection of the countries. We are present today, and we can generate and orchestrate shipments in 15 countries in Europe, with over 70 carriers in this moment. In terms of delivery options, because each carrier offers multiple delivery options, we overpass 150.
Okay, cool. And those carriers are also pilots, or this is like demo, or do you have them already integrated?
No, we have already integrated
cool. 70, you said 70.
Exactly.
Including global internationals like TNT. I see here.
Absolutely. This is we should not take the figures from here, because it's a test account. We don't want to upset anyone. It was just a selection of a couple of them. The idea it was how you can as a retailer can look at to the performance of your partners in a simple consolidated dashboard. You can even filter by carrier, filter by period, see what's the performance of the return, what's the return rate, the performance on cash on delivery, giving the money back to you, the waiting between the carriers. So not so complicated, still, we do believe that building technology for these retailers, we don't need to make it so complicated. We need to keep it simple with the most important elements which are coming as a user side.
Can you navigate us through a couple of other modules?
Yeah, absolutely. I think one of the main important aspects is related to the allocation. Allocation, I mentioned to you that is giving the power of what we are doing. What you have as a retailer, you have the unique opportunity to balance in between multiple markets. If you are present in multiple markets, you can decide and you can balance in between 4 parameters. You can even add more, like the NPS and customer feedbacks, in between the price, cost of shipping, performance, deliveries on time, return rate, or number of days to deliver. And as soon you have data, or from the first day, if you choose, because as a retailer, you even can decide not to share the data with others, with the rest of the platform. Most of our customers are doing that. But if you don't prefer to do that, you even can keep it the whole horizon of your data only for you. And you can understand on the last 30 days, what will be the impact if you do some changes in the way of balancing the parameters. This is really important because it's the unique opportunity for you to understand if you want to do something special with the strategy for the last mile for a specific market, you need to lose something or to pay something on top. And this is really important for our customers. And you can decide, as I mentioned, strategies for each market where you are present. As soon in Romania, maybe you will be more focused on quality. In Poland, maybe you like to have a balance in terms of quality and price. Or for Germany to be 100% on cost, because the players there are already providing enough or good quality perceived by the consumers. And you can add new parameters. I think important is as well to understand how the customers, what the customers are saying, the consumers are saying about your performance and your experience of shipping. And we can collect feedback from the consumers and let you know what was the feedback coming on top of it. So each customer we are sending to the customer through SMS and email the tracking page. It's a consolidated tracking page, which is gathering and asking at the end the customer which was your experience, giving some stars up from 1 to 5, and later on you can see by carrier what was the performance and what is the average feedback coming from your consumers. For all of our orders, you can look at that and see what's happening, which are the carriers you are working with, which was the winner. It's an automation tool. You need a label. We are making the whole analyzing. We are looking to the whole data, deciding which is the winner, and giving to you back the label in 1 second. So we are giving to you back the whole understanding about what the system does. So which is the winner, which was the performance, the cost. Nevertheless, it's a test account, so I don't want to upset anyone, but it's the way the system is showing to you the whole image about the tracking, about the way we decide. We are following the whole process of logistics from the warehouse, shipping from the warehouse to the consumer, pickups from the consumer back to the warehouse, deliveries which are still they are not able to be delivered, parcels which are on the way to be delivered but refused or any other reasons coming back and needs to be received back by the warehouse. So it's not I don't want to go through too much details. It's so easy for you as a retailer to come here and to say, I would like to add a new carrier, any other carrier from here, from our library, and I can choose the carrier, put the credentials I have obtained from the contract, and I'm ready to generate labels. Our tool is even making recommendations to our customers. For some regions, you are not performing, your performance is limited. You can even increase your performance if you think about collaborating with another 2 or 3 players. And if you'll choose this one, you'll have another 5% more in quality. If you'll choose another one, you'll have 4.5 or something like that. Think about exploring the price with them. This is push the button, contact the carrier. The sales department will directly call you, and you can even get in contact with them in order to explore by making business.
Daniel, yes, thanks indeed. even for non-retail experts like myself, I mean, non-e-commerce expert, it's both interesting and easy to navigate and easy to understand as well. Look, I have a question. What's the interface of communication between last mile courier and the customer, the client? They are using their own, I don't know, tablets or some specific courier tools for giving the feedback into the system?
We are, so if the understanding is about the NPS, not promoter score, the feedback of the consumer related to the experience.
Oh, no. I mean, there are a couple of milestones, and milestones like I'm giving a product to a end user, end customer, and they, either give their signature or something on what device.
Yes. Carriers are using specialized, let's call it like that, specialized devices. Sometimes even the new players coming into the market, they are trying to use smartphones, no matter what the complexity or the technology used there, to implement something on the mobile in order to be able to track the whole traffic of the data. As soon the volume are increasing, they need to use specialized tools which are provided by some couple of companies in this market in order to face to resist to dust to such big number of traffic orders, sometimes to be protected soon the driver is moving from one place to another one, and sometimes we can destroy it quickly. So the tools are quite, let's say, not so sophisticated. What the market is now doing, it's simplifying somehow the way you can confirm the reception of the product by sending to you in advance an SMS with a code, with a passcode. Let's say it's a short 6 digits password, which you need to provide it to the driver when he's coming to give it to you the parcel. In this way, nobody needs to touch any device, other device. No one needs to do something special to wait for it. You just need to give it to him, to tell to him the password, the code. He'll put it on his device, and that's it. So in this perspective, even you can use all type of devices with buttons, which are still good enough to survive, instead of a smartphone or something like that, and it's working properly, right?
Yeah, okay. Daniel, let's move on to business metrics, a couple at least. So I understand you are earning, and what's your ARR?
We are over 50,000 euro every month. I'm not.
So say it again. MRR 50,000 euro plus, right?
50K plus every month. We are not putting here, November, December, when it's for our market, it's a high season, it's a seasonality, and the volumes are even better, and it's still growing consistently. So as a startup, we had 7 times multiple of the revenue in 2021 comparing to 2020. So this is the way we are looking to our company to grow. Hopefully we'll continue to grow accelerated. We are looking to up to 5 times to multiply the revenue from the last year for this year. We'll see what will happen with all the challenges next to us. But still the ambitions are quite high.
So I understand the ambition is by end of 2022 to reach ARR of what, 4 or 5 million euros?
Million euro. I think we will overpass 120K MRR. So
yes, okay.
In terms of growth, it will be close to 3 times what we have today. And this is net revenue, so we don't need to put on top of the rest of the services like SMS we are offering to our customers and so on.
How many clients do you have right now, paying customers?
130 customers we have in our portfolio, paying customers today.
Okay. How long does it take to integrate a customer, or
up to 3 months? So in average for us, it's up to 3 months, starting to be decreased in the region where you are, as soon the brand and the company image and trust has been increased a lot, and the time for sales life cycle time has been increased. It was in the beginning 3 months, now is decreasing a little bit to 2 months. when it comes to the implementation, soon we are offering the service to as many customers, even for our existing customer in Romania, but implementing, like I mentioned, OLX in Bulgaria and Portugal. We are doing for others as well. I cannot mention the names. In another affiliates, that still the time for the implementation is taking a while. It's in every 3 months as well. So we have 6 months for a customer, 3 months to sell and 3 months to implement. Is not relevant what's happening today in the market where we are, because it's been, we are benefiting of the efforts done up to now, but in each market, a new market where we are going, we are facing the same long time as we had in the beginning here.
Daniel, why do you have this jump from Romania, Bulgaria, and then to Portugal? With OLX, I understand, right?
We are following our customers. In fact, we don't have any limitation as a technology provider in terms of geography. We are just following our customers from our portfolio where they need our service and where they need our business. In the same time, we are planning to open and to have business operations, business development in other geographies in order to have a direct acquisition strategy in the market where we'll go further. Still, CEE, it's one of the regions where we are investing a lot, where we will plan to continue to extend our operations in the market with new efforts in new markets as well outside the CEE. So even for a startup, we need to grow accelerated, not to still remain in the regions where we are, to put the technology to work in many markets, to learn a lot out of this market, not only to extend the growth of our revenue.
Okay, outside of CEE, which stands for Central Eastern Europe, just in case. Outside of Central Eastern Europe, what are 1 or 2 top priority markets you are planning right now? You're working to expand to.
Yes. Spain is one of the markets where we have projects in the pilot phase with big international retailers. So we do see a huge opportunity for Spain. We have been started from December last year to run pilots with a couple of retailers there. We do believe that this market it's something which we need to consider and to invest in.
Yeah, interesting. A quick note. Usually companies start with Spain, and then when they are done with Spain, they cover Portugal as well. You have a little bit different scenario. That's interesting.
We are doing in parallel. Our customer asked for Portugal. We are happy to do that. In the same time, our acquisition strategy and channels of communication with customers all over different markets. The response coming back from Spain, it was quite important, even with such big brands. So we said, okay, we'll be focused on that.
And also, you could say, marketing-wise and PR-wise, that Innoship is working in the whole Europe, covering, starting from the most west end kind of a country in the European Union, and all the way to the most eastern located country.
Yeah, exactly.
Daniel, thanks a lot. With this, we move on to the next round, which is competitive landscape. Yes. Lots of companies working in this space. Who would you choose as 1 or 2 top competitor, being, I don't know, or interesting to beat, or challenging, or you'll look up on them?
We are looking to multiple solutions, as we are mentioning. So to stay always in touch with what the competition, all the players in this space of e-commerce, shipping, tracking, allocation, performance is doing, it's really important. We do see in the last couple of years some players which are moving from specializing SaaS in technology with on top focus for shipping, reselling shipping services like SendCloud, Seven Senders, companies which are huge compared to the players in our regions. So they took over 177 million round of investment, SendCloud. So these are the type of companies which are raising huge capital, are in the markets from where they can even attract such big rounds, They are targeting multiple type of customers. They are not so specialized in the technology side as we are. They started with to simplify the mechanism for label generation, generating enough revenue, being positive, cash positive from almost the first day, but now going through another place of opportunity. So it will be interesting what e-commerce it will look like in the next couple of years. For sure it will grow, but the way another players are coming in Europe, from China, from another regions, what the players from Europe will do, how the exchange of the goods it will look like, how many new players it will come, what it will be the need for them, and how you can shift from one place to another one. What we know today is the fact that we were focused on the allocation engine, on how to use data for the allocation of the traffic in between the carriers, that make us different, that make us perfect in the way we address the market. That was the main reason for why the players from Spain choose us to run the pilot, such big players. But when it comes to the future, we always need to look at what the rest of the players are doing. Are players specialized only in post-purchase experience, on customer experience? Are the others specialized on doing other elements? It's difficult to say which is your direct competition today. I just remember a picture. If you are saying that you don't have competition, look at such number of startups which are running in each vertical. It's difficult to say that nobody has your idea. It's not about that. It's about, up to now, we did a great job in one specific perspective. We need all the time to stay next to the vision and to understand the vision of other competitors, other players in the market, and to define our niche to go further. So
what works best with your clients, and then add to your mix of model services.
And always to balance with the capacity, the funding capacity of our company. Or even, if we compare what Innoship reached to do with a $500,000 investment in 2020 for GameMinder Venture Capital, which is the biggest venture capital in Romania, comparing to other competitors, or let's say call it like that, no matter. With other companies, we raised millions, couple of millions, and even today they are generating revenue less than us. You cannot compare, when it comes to startups and the power of execution, the power of founders and so on, even you cannot compare if they took such big number, such budget, such round of investment. I'm looking into startups in Poland or even in Germany, which even for in pre-seed round, for a part of what we are doing, raising 3.5 up to 5 million round. So, and when I was in front of venture capitalists in Germany and I was pitching for Series A, they were thinking about if Innoship will have enough power to go further and to touch big markets. So the discussion and the way we need to be more brave as founders from this region. We need to be more ambitious and to say, guys, with such budget, we can do more. And it's our duty to do more, because nobody will understand that we can do it if we not make it. So we need to still remain focused, efficient with the capital we have, to understand where we should go further, and to provide quality and benefits to our customers.
And naturally, exposure to Western Europe will give you more, credibility and recognition, and basically reasons to appear in front of the Western venture capital funds. Definitely.
Absolutely.
Daniel, interesting. So I understand what good use of resources that you have, and focus on what's needed for the client. And we'll cover the the investment plans a little bit later. Let's move on to round 3. A couple of relaxed questions, let's say. Busy. So as I like really this part in this round, because I very often have some interesting discoveries for myself as well. So as a busy founder, co-founder, what are your productivity hacks? How do you manage to stay on top of your priorities, calendar, and goals?
I'm trying always to keep. I think I have a habit from even from the time of working for Orange, to let read all the things I need to do it. I'm selecting which I need really to do and to respond. and afterwards keep that in my inbox because it's always reminding me what I need to do. And I'm still using a paper, I'm still using a pen, and I'm putting the top for the day to do. I still prefer to spend time with the team and spend time with my colleagues and to be in touch with and to understand what are the challenges from sales side, from marketing side, from deck. I'm always at the office, I'm staying next to them, I'm listening to that because it's helping me not to be disconnected with that and to be part of that. Sometimes I have time to spend on sales or to spend on product functionalities, I will do it with. I feel that this is the simple job to do, and I'm really relaxed with and happy with that. I don't have a magic formula. I am just keeping my things to do it as simple as possible, but working hard to decrease the number of unread emails.
Yeah. So it's like a couple of people actually said that hard work is the best productivity hack
Yes. Yes.
for an early stage startup. Daniel, let's move on. Round 4, the company biography, we could say, founded 2019. Yes. Co-founders Daniel Nicolae on your screen, Dan Ungureanu, Andrei Paul, Robert Tenase.
Yes.
And all of you are at least with 10 plus years, at least 12 years, you could say, experience in corpo, including Orange, as you say, DHL, and big executive positions with IT and retail, and so on and so on. Now, so these are the co-founders, and altogether in the company, you said 70 people, 7-0?
17.
Okay, 17 people. And what's the labor division right now in the company?
I think we have 7 people into the tech team. We have
full-time in-house?
Absolutely, yeah. 7 into the sales department, marketing, support afterwards, and still hiring people and looking for talents to join the team. So we are growing into the sales department. It's normally to do to manage like that. We are investing a lot in the efforts done in the marketing and next to sales. So it's pretty, let's say, let's say 60% on sales marketing and 40% on the tech.
And where's the biggest challenge right now as far as team building, on tech or client facing?
Hopefully up to now we had from day one when we started the project really good talents in our technology stack and then technology team. So okay. Out of that we still are looking for a product manager. We didn't reach to hire someone from a long time. We are continuing look into that. On the same time, I can tell you that in the sales team as well, it's quite a challenge to find sales reps which can be efficient and generate enough traction for selling enterprise software in a such complexity. You know, we cannot ask others to be efficient as we as the founders went in the beginning, but even like that, we know that we are just a type of profile. We need to have even smarter and better people next to us, which can even help us to understand how to run next the company further. So it's always a challenge to hire new talents, in no matter where is the vertical where you are looking for. Up to now, we are happy that we didn't change and we were so stable with the tech team.
As far as sales reps, by the way, would you prefer somebody with experience of selling software or tech services to big clients, or somebody with big potential and very good sales skills, techniques, but no experience in your target client group?
We started by having that questions from the beginning. As soon we are selling to our customers, and we as retailers, the ones of the retailers persona look into in the side of the retailer are, in the beginning we were focused on supply chain, transportation managers in this side of operations. We started by hiring people in the sales team from the courier industry, from the parcel delivery industry, the sales members of, I don't know, the DHL or others.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Which was, in our view, a good approach and a good strategy, because those people, those members are coming with a pipeline of customers, knowing people there and being able to in short time to open the doors. And that help us to be able to continue and to grow accelerated. When it comes to the to the understanding.
Plus, they have the muscle memory of what's going on in this very process of delivery, of handing over, and also
exactly,
Cool.
Exactly, and even to to have an understanding about the volumes. As soon we are charging our customer with a fee per transaction, to know where to go and where to be more focused on top of the whole market approach. But in the same time, we need to understand that those type of profiles has no such long experience with technology, with selling software, with selling SaaS, with they were more focused on price of shipping, nothing related to technology, and this was what we as a founder support them to go through, understanding of the product, understanding how to serve the customer, and the customer has a need to even understand how to support customer by looking directly into the platform and offer support to them, not just sending the request to someone at the customer success department. So and we did a great job. It's taking time, but it's a part of profile of the sales you as a company decide to have in the beginning in order to get customers. We as a founder, as being three on the business side, we organize ourselves by managing few sales reps, and each time when it was a customer convinced to join a demo, one of the co-founder, it was next to the sales representative in the demo, which give a lot of trust even for our customer, even for us to understand the customer's needs and to show to our potential customers how we can help. It was really, really a good advantage for us as being three co-founders in the business side and being able to manage the sales team in the beginning, which results in a sales members which now can manage teams. Soon we look at two even sales representatives which are coming from the software industry, and will be more, more used to know how to sell technology, to sell SaaS, and even to explore new opportunities for developing our product and serving customer needs.
What CRM system do you use?
Monday.
Oh, okay. Look, easy.
Still complicated. Sometimes still complicated even for a technology company. We have one of our co-founders which spent sometimes to design the whole mechanisms, dashboards, graphs, and so on. Up to now, I think it's working properly. We never tried another one. We know that we are not doing perfectly there, but still, it's for the stage where we are, it's good enough. We do believe.
Yeah, interesting. I tried Monday, I think, like 3 years ago or so, but then I was in the selection process for something else in the end. Daniel, thanks a lot. Let's move on to last but not least, round 5, Formula F3, and this is funding for the future. Before future, as far as by now, funding by now total 550K euro from the biggest VC, as you mentioned, Gapminder VC in Romania. And that was in August 2020, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what's the next stage? And you mentioned you are now in the market and you have a couple of non-binding, I understand what, term sheets or offers. This is the final stage. Can you disclose maybe the range of the investment amounts that you're looking for? Mm-hmm.
Yes, up to 5 million. We are still thinking about what is the right amount for our company. As soon we are focused to be efficient with the capital and not to decrease and not to to complicate too much each round of investment. Our focus is to let as less as possible from the company to go out to the investors in every step of the round. So even today we have a couple of options, term sheets on the table. We didn't sign any option up to now. We are still negotiating the term sheets. We are still considering all the possibilities. So as I mentioned, we need as a startup to reconsider all the time all the options available on the table to take around.
What do you mean by all the options? All the options with VC partners or other forms of financing like debt or similar?
When I'm mentioning everything, it's everything. I'm talking about options on the market from VC round, options from another type of investments, options even not to take still today an investment and to wait for a couple of months to let us and to capitalize on some good signs or good customers, good deployments happens in the meantime, and later on get another bigger round for another balance of the company share. So it's important for us as the founders to always keep in balance that, to look at what are the opportunities and to decide which is the best. We are open for all the options. We are happy to have multiple options on the tables from the one I mentioned, which is good even for a company so young like us to have such interest from multiple type of financing structures coming next to us and saying, guys, would you be happy to listen to our story as well? So this is in the stage where we are. To be honest, we were thinking about to be already with a term sheet sign. We still postpone it for a while, and I mentioned to you why, because it's always important not to speed up the process if still it's a good. We need a little bit more time to decide and to be 100% that the decision is the right one.
Daniel, amazing. This is the pleasure of speaking to mature, business people as founders of startups. They, I mean, guys like you, startup founders like you, very seldom jump at VC money and investment at any cost or for its own sake. You show like this thrift approach and not necessarily overexpose yourself to dilution, of course, but also overexposed to VC influence, impact, and so on. This is interesting, and this is what comes with experience for sure. And I will need to run right now, Daniel. Thank you very much for this podcast and this opportunity to know the company a little bit better. We'll be following your successes, of course, on ITKeyMedia, and do let us know when you close the round if you decide to go for a VC interaction and cooperation with VC. And wish all the best. Succes. Noroc și pace.
Thank you very much for the invitation. It was a really pleasure to discuss with you today.
Good luck. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.